In 1982, Raquel Welch drugged the production company Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer to court and sued them for $24 million for breach of contract. Just like some of her colleagues, she felt like she was treated unfairly, and she stopped at nothing until justice was finally served. Her action caused a revolution in the movie industry in the 1980s and beyond. This video takes you on a tour of Raquel Welch's fascinating life, her journey to the top, and everything in between. Hey, before we get to this video, I have noticed that only a small percentage of people that watch these are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking the video, consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Enjoy the video. Her ballerina dreams and early disappointments. The 1970s movie star was born September 5th, 1940 in Chicago, Illinois. Unlike most famous movie stars who discovered their passion for entertainment later on in their lives, Raquel was literally a natural-born performer. At the age of 7, she was enrolled in ballet school where she learned ballet professionally for a while, but after 10 years of dedicating her time and effort to dancing, her instructor told her that she did not have the ideal body that professional ballet companies are looking for. The news left Raquel devastated because she had invested most of her teen years into learning the art of ballet, and she believed that one day her dream of becoming a professional ballet dancer would become true. Now, for the next few years, she blamed herself for not having the right body type for ballet. If only she knew that her body would be appreciated on TV several years later. Raquel later participated in several beauty contests, which led to her winning beauty titles. During the period, she was also performing well academically, her outstanding performance even leading her to win a theater art scholarship to study at San Diego State College. This was officially the first step she took in learning acting because of her in-depth desire to pursue a career in acting in the future. Now, even though she was still in her teens at the time, her acting skills were top-notch, and she never failed to impress her audience as she began to appear in several theater productions for the most part of the late 1950s. It was obvious that she would become a movie star one day. She was just a few steps away from making that dream a reality. However, at the age of 18, Raquel made the decision to marry her high school sweetheart, James Welch. This was the decision that completely changed the trajectory of her life. Raquel's fresh start. Now, even though Raquel was globally known for her award-winning and highly interesting female lead roles in the 60s and in the 70s, she did go through a lot of challenges and almost gave up on her dream of becoming a movie star due to the difficulties that she faced earlier on in her life. After getting married, her life took a different turn. She already had a busy life prior to marriage because she was working towards building her acting career and appearing in theater productions at the same time. A few months into the marriage, it was becoming difficult for her to balance her workload in school and her responsibilities as a wife. She later got pregnant with her first child, and this intensified her desire to create a better life for herself. Her finances were dwindling at the time due to the fact that she had no major source of income, and her husband was also just starting out in life. Raquel's situation became so difficult she decided to give up her drama classes to make time for a job. She was determined to make ends meet, even though it meant putting her dreams on hold for a while. After several applications, she was able to get a job as a weather forecaster at a local TV station where she worked for a while. A few years later, she gave birth to a second child. Unfortunately, her marriage was facing a crisis at the time, and this led to the eventual separation of her and her then-husband the following year. After they got divorced, she decided to move to Dallas with her children to start over. She later built a career in modeling, and she also took on menial jobs like waitressing to support her family financially. However, as the years went by, her desire and passion for acting rekindled. She then made a decision to move to Los Angeles, where she began applying for movie roles. It was during the period then that she encountered the meeting that transformed her life. From a cocktail waitress to a Hollywood star. Raquel is one of the few Hollywood actresses who was able to grace screens with her amazing performances of over 50 years, and she appeared in more than 50 movies all through her career. However, the success was built over the years, and it didn't come easy. In fact, she started from the very bottom in the early 60s. While Raquel was auditioning for roles and putting efforts into proving that she was indeed a phenomenal actress, she came across the actor and Hollywood agent Patrick Curtis, who noticed her talent and decided to guide her on her journey to Hollywood. He helped her define her strengths as an actress and managed her talent until she got her first acting role. Her debut role was in the 1964 drama film A House, Not a Home. Within the same year, she was elected to star in the '64 Elvis Presley film called Roustabout. After her first few performances, she quickly became one of the most highly requested actresses by TV viewers at the time. That led to her being selected for roles in several TV series like Bewitched, McHale's Navy, and Gilligan's Island. She continued to appear in several movies until her great talent was noticed by the wife of Hollywood producer Saul David, who recommended her to the film production studio 20th Century Fox. Her impressive skills led to her landing a 7-year contract with the studio, and this was officially the beginning of several female roles to come. The year 1966 came with loads of career breakthroughs as she was elected to star in the sci-fi film Fantastic Voyage. She played her lead role so perfectly that the movie became an instant hit, making her a formidable Hollywood star in a matter of months. Her role in Fantastic Voyage was said to be her breakthrough role. She later starred in other prominent films like 1,000,000 Years BC, Sex Quartet, and The Biggest Bundle of Them all within the same year. However, with each role she got, she was beginning to notice producers beginning to give her roles that accentuated her attractive physical features, and she wasn't okay with it. She wanted her success in the movie industry to solely come from her phenomenal acting skills, more than a sex symbol. After Raquel's appearance in the fantasy film 1,000,000 Years BC, she started being seen as a sex symbol because of the nature of her role in that movie. Her costume in the movie was a two-piece deerskin bikini, and her appearance was brief but unforgettable. She became one of the most popular actresses at the time, as she received several accolades from fans, producers, and critics. One of the authors who reviewed the movie said, although she had only 3 lines in the film, her luscious figure in a fur bikini made her a star and the dream girl of millions of young moviegoers. Her pictures were on the covers of magazines, posters, and other publications at the time, and because of her attractive body, she became labeled as a sex symbol in the '60s and beyond. However, her appearances in movies through the '70s up until the 2000s were proof that she had more to offer than just her physical features. Her acting skill was unmatched, and it was obvious in every role she took on. She continued to express her exceptional acting skills as she appeared in movies like The Three Musketeers, Legally Blonde, American Family, and Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. She later married her manager, Patrick Curtis, but after a few years, their marriage came to an end in 1972. Her captivating autobiography. In March 2010, Raquel published her autobiography titled Raquel, Beyond the Cleavage. In the book, she shares her personal life experiences from her dreams of becoming a ballerina to her marriages and the twists and turns of her career. She left no stone unturned in the book, and even went on to write about self-image and how she wanted to be known for more than her sex appeal. Her autobiography reveals valuable lessons that life taught her over the years. Raquel's most recent screen appearance was in the 2017 comedy drama American series Date My Dad. She's been absent from screen since then, but her story continues to inspire people across the world. So which of these facts about Raquel Welch caught your interest the most? Let us know in the comments section and check out the next video in this series.